missed.
She did a very fine job.
Great.
Excellent decision-making skills.
So I resign.
Excellent decision-making skills.
At least one more month before we get.
And so the March 1st was approved on the 28th? Okay.
Or where would you like it and how would you like it to read?
I would just,
Yeah.
It's not, but it was not in the rural district, and it was going to need to be moved, but that was pending code enforcement.
Yeah, code enforcement will look into that. And
It says right here,
It has
CEO Stan Waltz, inspect Marshall.
yeah,
You can get me copies of the approved minutes starting in February?
Yep.
Because for some reason I just want to make sure I have the actual approved copies. Thank you. Okay, so now back to
the fun stuff.
shoreline ordinance,
Okay,
everyone's favorite topic.
yes. Well,
Right.
worse things. Okay, so that we can make that change. Okay.
You're
But-
suggesting not changing it?
Well,
Not deleting it?
I'll look to see if these were ever really used when the land use was first created,
Yep.
and work my way from there.
That's what grass is. I think that's the point of a buffer area, is the duff, to slow runoff.
Yeah, which does grass even qualify as that?
Well, if it's treated as a lawn, then
If it's considered,
wide path, that could have grass on it, so it wouldn't
Well, that's
preclude that.
true. It does say the area behind the wall, if there's a retaining wall, is revegetated with grass, shrub, trees, or a combination thereof.
Well, yeah, it doesn't seem like a long.
Seems like it already is covered.
Well, you could use to establish the buffer area as described in, and reference the
16.4.
buffer area section.
Go to the ladies' room.
Oh, it's just...
Put it right there, no one's squishing.
And that's why we want to
Yes,
mow the
good one.
grass.
would have to have been
Remove stuff.
existing, right.
I think if it's agricultural now, you can maintain it as a meadow
Right,
or.
but you'd have to, it's only maintenance. Anything that reverts back is then troublesome. Because I mow mine, but it's mostly moss with a little bit of grass here and there, my path. And there was very little in Waldoboro that I recall. There was a bunch over in
Yeah, there's some towns that are more
south
affected.
of Bristol that were pretty affected, but Waldoboro wasn't one of them. I think actually one of the more interesting areas, I think, in the whole town that might be first, but was still okay. I looked at it. My recollection is on Dutch Neck Road, at the bottom of the bottom of the valley when you.
Then like, why are we doing it?
Right.
well, we're also
So we want,
writing this for time going forward.
Yes.
right.
And there may be many more people who want to come in.
And, to find a place on there that would be convenient for me to be putting the manure pile and getting it there and getting it out and transporting it and those kind of things.
Right, so moving on, and I just want to point out there are 4 other items I have, and then once we're done with that, I was hoping to try and go through the definitions tonight, so.
Okay.
I'm just mentioning
You're
that.
very ambitious,
I'm
Max.
just mentioning that at 7:10.
Okay.
We've always kept putting off the definitions. I want to try and at least touch them tonight. So the next one is on 7:18.
Other than timber harvesting.
I came up to you guys because it didn't go through you.
So what if it said,
Right? They'd come to you guys first. So what would you do?
not necessarily.
The link. Oh, fast. The link that was mentioned is the guide. Yep. Okay.
No, I know why they put it that way, because I think this is the state, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's a sapling, it's not yet a tree. It's going to be a tree, but right now it's a sapling. Because if you go to the one below it, a seedling,
Yep.
A young
a seedling is
tree.
not a tree. It's a tree species. It's going to be a tree, but it's a seedling. So that's why they use the word species.
So an immature or young tree?
I
Well,
don't
yeah,
think
but that's. But
I apologize for laughing. It's just what is grass? I
I know.
can't get over it tonight.
Why
But I'm
does it
just saying,
matter?
if this language came from the state, where